We are standing inside the world's third largest convention center. Yes, we are here in Delhi, the Dwarka area of Delhi, and this convention center is massive. Let me show you the seating capacity. The seating capacity of this convention center is 6,000 people, and if you have seen operas in some foreign movies, you see the balconies. These are the balconies on the both sides, and this is massive. This is huge. And the designer, the concept of this building, the brainchild of this building, the idea that gave this building the form which it is now, is with us. Sir, what's your name, sir?
So I'm Dikshu Kukreja from CPKA Architects.
Okay, so how did you design it? This is massive, this is big.
It is a large-scale project, there is no doubt. It is unique in many, many ways. It's considered amongst the third largest convention center in the world. And yes, this plenary hall where we are standing has a capacity of 6,000 seats, but the whole convention center building itself has 11,000 capacity. So in that sense, it's a mind-boggling scale. It has a variety of small and large meeting rooms and all kinds of modern technologies. For example, never before has it happened in our country, and we brought this technology here where out of these 6,000 seats, a majority of them, a large number of them, just by the click of a button, press of a button, these seats just simply go down and are submerged under the floor, and the floor becomes a flat floor. So all of these
which are these seats? Can you show us?
Sure. So all these seats that you see in white, the section in white, these become concealed because they just go, they kind of depress down, they go under this floor, and the entire hall that you are seeing up to the white seats becomes a flat hall. And the reason for that is that, many times in the past one has seen world over that these kind of theatre style configurations tend to become sometimes sparingly used, and then people start considering them white elephants, that a lot of expense has gone into them, but they are not being used that often. So here we took the idea of sustainable design to another level where you have the multiplicity of the use of the same space. So you have a theatre style seating when that is required, and voila, with a touch of a button that turns into a space where you have a flat floor, giving you multitude of opportunities and possibilities of what you can do with the same space. So I think this is where, for us as designers, it becomes very important to marry tradition with modernity. You use technology, and you also, for this building for example, the idea here along with IDOM has been to create a concept which is belonging to Indian art and architecture, our history, our culture. So if you notice the element of jali which has been used, even the motifs that you see around in the building, but the element of jali which is in all Indian architecture, you go in the south, north, west, etc., you see jali, and it's a great sustainable design element where you reduce the heat going into the building. So all these kind of aspects have been brought in. The world's largest LED facade sits on this building. Idea being that the building should be dynamic. Today when we are creating buildings in the 21st century, they should be able to communicate with people. So all these kind of aspects that you see, the exhibition halls that have been created here, our engineers in my office, they were able to create the largest span structures. 250 feet is the distance between two columns, and the size of exhibition halls themselves is like multiple soccer fields. That's the size of one exhibition hall. All these might sound grandiose, but the point here is that when India is growing as an economy, fastest growing economy in the world, third largest soon to be, fifth largest today, how is all this going to really happen? You need the right infrastructure for trade, for commerce, for meetings, for expositions, and that's exactly what I think the government has done by creating this, as well as the Bharat Mandapam also, with which we were involved as detailed designers. The whole concept of creating this kind of infrastructure, I think, gives the right impetus to trade and commerce.
Being close to the airport, is this one of the things which was really required for a city like Delhi, where things like G20 of course and other things will also happen in future? So was that a thing in selection of this place?
See, I would say not just for Delhi, for the country. You need a facility like this where you can have global exhibitions. As the Honorable Prime Minister mentioned the other day, that out of a massive outlay that goes world over in terms of expenses for exhibitions, conventions, India has at the moment 1% as a share. I mean, look at our population in the world, and we have a 1% share of this kind of tourism, conference tourism. So I think there's a lot of possibility and potential for that. The idea of having it in proximity to the airport, what that does is that, it allows delegates, exhibitors and other participants from around the world to land here, and in a matter of a couple of minutes, literally a couple of minutes, they come and they are in this premises, they attend whatever event they have come for, and they can fly back. So all this is going to happen in India, in Delhi, without really disturbing or causing congestion or other inconveniences to the normal functioning of the city. And I think that was very important in terms of its connectivity. You also have the metro station, which we have designed and planned right in the heart of this 225-acre complex.
So it has its own metro station also?
It has a metro station which is very, I would say, strategically an extension of the airport metro express line. So anybody getting down at the New Delhi railway station, or for that matter at the airport, on that same line, on that same metro route, in a few minutes is reaching in the heart of this complex. And this complex is not just about exhibition halls and convention center alone. It's an integrated facility which has been created. So you're going to have a lot of hotels which are going to be built here, more than 3,500 rooms of hotels which will be coming up here. You have offices, you have retail, you have entertainment facilities, all of that. So it becomes an integrated place, literally a conference tourism destination, that people will come here, utilize this space in every which way, and then go back from India.
So this will certainly boost the economy of not only this area, not only Delhi, but the entire country. This is Abhishek Anand reporting for India Today.